Salut Yenan et bienvenue à la prochaine cours pour aujourd'hui. Alors donc, je vais continuer en anglais. Right guys, so welcome. We are moving on now to talking about our family. So we've done appearance and personality. We talked about friendship last time and you did that brilliant picture card. So today we're describing our family, but it's not just describing them using personality and appearance. We will be able to do that as well, but it's more talking about who you get on with in your family and why, which is a really good question that you can use, that you can develop. It also is quite complex language, so this is going to be a tough one today. By the time we finish this lesson, you'll be able to talk about your family and you'll be able to talk about relationships in your family. Next lesson, we'll do a really tough exam reading and listening on this, but today it's all about the vocab, so let's see what you know. Donc mes petits choux-fleurs, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Il faut inventer la date pour moi et copier le titre dans vos cahiers. Je m'entends bien avec, qui veut dire en anglais I get on well with. Et puis faites le contrôle de post-it pour moi. Comment dit-on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 en français? Put me on pause, guys. When you restart me, I'll go for the answers and I'll tell you a bit more about the lesson. Alors mes petits, right guys, you should have paused me and restarted me. You should be ready to start. I'll go through the post-it in a second. So today then, what we're doing is we're going to talk about your family relationships. We're going to say who you get on with in your family. And we're using something called reflexive verbs. I'll talk about these a bit more now. It is quite a complex piece of French, but it's something you've used all the way from one of your very first lessons in year 7. You just don't realise because we didn't explain to year 7 because they're too stupid. We didn't explain about reflexive verbs. We're going to do this today. This is what it's all about. But first, how well did you do on our post-it note challenge? I think you'll know all 6 of these. So I think that he is. Je pense qu'il est. Facile. In my opinion, they are. À mon avis, ils sont. We are. You can either say nous sommes or on est. This is all our verb être. You've got to know it inside out, back to front. If you didn't know like the verb and how this changes, learn it now. And then come back to this lesson. Numéro 4, we continue with être, c'est je suis. And then numéro 5, someone who is, quelqu'un qui est. And then someone is who isn't, quelqu'un qui n'est pas. So you can put 4, 5 and 6 together to describe yourself. Je suis quelqu'un qui est, je suis quelqu'un qui n'est pas, and then go for it. Right guys, hopefully you know all this. We're going to test you on some new vocab today, but first thing I want to do is see what you already know and see what you can work out. Alors mes petits, donc, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire ici. Dans la boîte bleue, j'ai tout le nouveau vocabulaire en français. Ici, dans la boîte orange, j'ai le vocabulaire en anglais. Alors, il faut trouver la paire entre le français et l'anglais. 2 minutes pour faire ça. 5 aujourd'hui, c'est bien. 11 sur 11, c'est bien possible aujourd'hui. Pour défi additionnel, voilà, ici, il y a 2 questions clés. Essayez de répondre aux questions. Je vous donne 2 minutes. Put me on pause then in 2 minutes time. Restart me for your answers, guys. Et voilà, right guys, you should have restarted me. You should have all your answers now. If you've not matched them up, do it now and pause me again. Alors donc, sinon, je vais commencer. Alors donc, numéro 1 et 2, ce sont faciles aujourd'hui. Et ça va être, il est, elle est, ils sont, elles sont, c'est J et A. Voilà. You've got to know this verb inside out. Je suis, tu es, il est, l'on est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont. You've got to know it as well as I do. This verb is going to come up. We're using it today. Alors, numéro 3. What I've tried to do is give you some really nice intensifiers today. We all know très, assez, but I've just used some different ones. And this one here, plutôt, is a really nice one you need to use in your exams. Plutôt veut dire rather. Donc, plutôt énergétique veut dire des. Rather energetic et souvent plein d'énergie. They're quite similar here. Énergétique is energetic. Plein d'énergie veut dire full of energy. Donc ça c'est d'accord avec F. Alors, souvent is often. We've seen this word before. Plein. We've said it means full of. But be careful with it. We've talked about this before. You can't use plein to say I am full, like after you've had a big meal. Never say je suis plein, because what you're really saying there is I am pregnant, and it's rude. It's like not the nice way to say it. You only really use it for animals that are pregnant, so don't use je suis plein. Never use it, but plein that means full for everything else. Alors, numéro 5, vraiment introverti et fragile veut dire H. really introverted and delicate. So this word here, your English teacher will be happy if you use this. If you're introverted, an introvert is someone who doesn't have many social skills, who stays at home, who doesn't like talking to people. Sound familiar, year 9? Yeah. Whereas an extrovert is someone who's really outgoing and fun, like me. So introverted means like, yeah, you keep yourself to yourself. Et fragile, it's the same word in English as in French. Fragile is like fragile. I'd use like delicate if I was saying someone's personality. I think calling someone fragile means they're a bit dangerous. Alors, numéro 6, 7, 8, ce sont quasiment les mêmes choses. Ils commencent tous avec je m'entends bien avec. That's our key phrase for today. Et c'est mon père, ma mère, mes frères. Voilà, donc il faut dire c'est, K et I. Voilà, donc je m'entends bien avec is how you say I get on well with. It's a really good phrase. You're going to need to use it today. Alors, il y a toi qui reste se fâche contre son frère, nous fâchons contre Alex et me fâche contre ma sœur. I've taken away the pronoun here, but I know you can work it out. You should have E, B, et G. Voilà, right guys, so a really good effort here. We're going to talk more about it, but there's some interesting points I want to point to you now. Have a little look at this one then and thinking about our extra challenge. Did you answer it? If not, do you want to put me on pause and see if you can answer it now? So it says, comment dire my en français? And then what's the difference for verbs 6 to 11? I've used my highlighter to show something. So the first one, how do you say my? Well, this is my dad, this is my mum, this is my brothers. How do you say it then? There's 3 ways to say it. It is mon, ma, or me for masculine, feminine, plural. Now, people always get these confused and they're like, right, I'm a boy, so it would be mon mère because I'm masculine. Non, absolument pas. Unless your mom is secretly a man, which isn't really possible biologically speaking, but let's not get into that. So, mon mamé, voilà, is for the thing you're describing. So my mum Joy is feminine, so I'd say ma mère. My sister's feminine, ma sœur. My dad, mon père. Mon mamé is my, and you use it for the thing you're describing. It doesn't matter whether you are masculine or feminine. All right, so that's the first one. I've got a little rhyme to help you with that. The second one, look at our verbs today. Why is it je m'entends? Why is it se fâche, nous fâche, me fâche? What's this extra little bit? So they've all got an extra pronoun today. Where have you seen this before? You've seen it right in year 7. Je m'appelle. This is one of the first things I ever taught you. Je m'appelle means I am called. But you're literally saying here, I call myself, and this is what it's on about. This is called a reflexive verb. We're looking at this. Alors donc, 3 choses qu'il faut savoir. These 3 key questions are things you must know after today's lesson. So I'm going to keep putting this slide up and I'm going to keep annoyingly saying, can you answer these questions? Pause the video now because it's so important you know them. These are the 3 things that we're going to start with. Number 1, how do you say my, your, his and her? There's 3 ways to say it. Et voilà! Right guys, so these are called, the posh word from is possessive pronouns. So it's how you say my, your, his, her, their. But to do all this, it always changes for masculine, feminine and plural, and you've got to know them all. So really simple, there's a little rhyme to keep you going. It goes like this: mon mamé, ton tâté, son sacé, le leur. Easy. Mon mamé, ton tâté, son sacé, le leur. Répétez après moi: mon mamé, ton tâté, son sacé, le leur. Easy. Mon mamé, ton tâté, son sacé, le leur. Right, little competition, you can do it faster. Mon mamé, ton tâté, son sacé, le leur. Mon mamé, ton tâté, son sacé, le leur. I'm so good at this. Mon mamé, ton tâté, son sacé, le leur. Voilà, alright guys, so you need to know this. This is part of your daily test homework. Learn our possessive pronouns. Simple. Mon mamé, ton tâté, son sacé, le leur. Voilà. Alors, put me on pause now. This is quite simple. Make sure you can translate these things. Alright guys, let's go for the answers. C'est mon frère, ma soeur, mes frères, son frère, ses frères, leur mère. Voilà, so you need to know this off by heart. It's your daily test for this week. Et voilà, right guys, so first one, we can tick off how to say this thing. Hopefully you've got that rhyme stuck in your head. Next one then, this is where it gets a bit more complex. Those of you doing Spanish, you'd have definitely seen reflexive verbs before. If you don't worry, we're going to explain them now. So, reflexive verbs do exist in English, but we just don't use them as much as the French, and in Spanish you use them even more. So, a reflexive verb, I'll give you an example in English before we move on. So, if I said to you, like, right, this morning I got up and I've been brushing teeth. I brushed teeth this morning and then I got ready. Well, what impression do you get if I say I brushed teeth? I was brushing teeth today. It makes you think that I'm brushing someone else's teeth, yeah? It's weird. I brushed teeth. You wouldn't say that. You'd say, I brushed my teeth. In fact, I bet you've never said I brushed teeth in my life, unless you brushed someone else's teeth, which would be weird. So, I brushed my teeth. I combed my hair. I did my makeup. Obviously, this is au natural. So, all of that, you're always going to put that extra word my in to make it explicit that you're doing it to yourself. I brushed my hair, I brushed my teeth. Now in French, that's what a reflexive verb is. You just have a little bit extra to say my or myself. Now, for this, you've seen je m'appelle, which literally, we say it says my name is, but it's literally I, myself, called. This is the reflexive bit, and it just happens a lot more in French. And today's verbs are all reflexive verbs, because when you say you get on with someone in French, you say I get myself on with them, or we argue between each other. So you need an extra pronoun to show what to do. So have a little look. This is what you need to remember. The ending still changes. It still follows a pattern like it normally does. Here we go. So this is our ER verbs. This is our regular pattern. E, E-S-E, O-N-S-E-Z-E-N-T. So this still goes, but you just need an extra little bit to add it on. So to say I argue in French, you say I argue myself with. To say I get on with, you say I get myself on with. You need this extra little bit, this extra little pronoun. This is all you need to do for these verbs. So this is really a bit of A-level French. You will see this today and we'll use it, but all you need to know, the take-home message is for some verbs, you need an extra bit to say myself, and these are the verbs we're using today, and they're called reflexive verbs. Alors mes petits, see if you can put the two bits together. So if I do the first one for you, and then have a go at 2 and 3 and pause me. So I've still got to remember the mon, ma, mes, ton, ta, tes, son, ça, c'est, and I've got to do my reflexive verbs. So all the answers are up here. So I get on well with my brother. Okay, so I, and this will be get on well with, I've got this extra bit, je m'entends bien avec, and then I need to say my brother is masculine, donc je m'entends bien avec mon frère. Voilà. What about he argues with his brother? This time you need to use he, and you need to use this verb here. Put me on pause, see what you can do, guys. Alors mes petits, if you've restarted me, you should have translated 2 and 3. Let's go for our answers. So he argues with his brother. I need this verb here, and it's he, so this is how it changes. So I've got il se dispute avec, and it's not going to be mon frère, because it's his brother. His brother is masculine, so it goes mon, ma, mes, ton, ta, tes, son. Ça c'est. Il se dispute avec son frère. Voilà. You seen what I've done there, yeah? So I've picked the right one. I've got he argues himself with, and then his brother. And then finally, they argue with their brother. Okay, so this time we need ils. This is our verb, so I need to say themselves. Ils se disputent avec, and this time it's there, which is le leur. Ils se disputent avec leur frère. Voilà, right. This is a bit tougher today. Rewind me if you didn't get any of these right and just watch the explanation again and go for it. Then have another go at these few questions. Alors mes petits, right guys, hopefully you've got an idea of these must-knows. You can answer all 3 of these questions. If you can't, rewatch the video and come back to this slide. We now have some new vocabulary to learn, people. Alors mes petits, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Il faut écouter moi et répéter après moi mes lapins. Alors mes petits chauffeurs, après moi, la première phrase, je m'entends bien avec. Je m'entends bien avec. Je m'entends bien avec. Je m'entends bien avec. And then to sell your secrets to, you confide in someone. That's beautiful English. That it goes, je me confie à. Je me confie à. Je m'entends bien avec. Je me confie à. Right, I've got more negative ones because I imagine you've all got bad relationships with your families and that's why you're such terrible students. So, this is what you need. Je ne me entends pas avec. Je ne m'entends 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 pas avec. Je me dispute avec. Je me dispute avec. Je me dispute avec. Love this word here. Chamaille means to squabble. Je me chamaille. Je me chamaille. Je me chamaille. Je me chamaille avec. Je m'attache. Je m'attache. Contre. Contre. Je me fâche contre. Je me fâche contre. Alors, right guys, we're going to absolutely blitz the members of the family because I'm sure you know them. So, from the top, let's do our key phrases for today. Je m'entends bien avec. Je me confie à. Je ne m'entends pas avec. Je me dispute avec. Mon père, ma mère, mon beau-père, ma belle-mère, mon grand-père, ma grand-mère, mon oncle, I've always liked that one, mon oncle, ma tante, mon cousin, ma cousine, mon cousin, ma cousine, mon frère, ma sœur, People always say sua or something like that. Absolument pas. C'est ma sœur. Ma sœur. Mon demi-frère. Mon demi-frère. I got a picture of Jasmine and Andrea for you. Ma demi-sœur. Ma demi-sœur. Mon demi-frère, ma demi-sœur. Mon demi-frère, ma demi-sœur. Alors, il est. Elle est, ils sont, elles sont, je le trouve, je la trouve, je les trouve, je les trouve, je le trouve, je la trouve, je les trouve, je le trouve, je la trouve, je les trouve, extraverti, extraverti, adorable, adorable, adorable. So this word is really tough to say. So my A-level teacher always taught me, right, if you see a tough, long French word, just split up your pronunciation. So this goes débrouillard, 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 dynamique, dynamique, énergique, 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 énergique. A little synonym for it, plein de énergie. Plein d'énergie. Plein d'énergie. Fragile, 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 fragile. Introverti, introverti. Alors, on continue avec les aspects négatifs. Arrogant. Arrogant. Casse-pied. So this literally means casser is to break and then pied is your feet. So someone always like stepping on your toes is irritating. So that's how you say irritating in French. Breaking my toes. Casse-pied. 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 Égoïste. Égoïste. Pessimiste. Pessimiste. Pénible. Pénible. Alors mes petits, you know how this works guys, so you're going to have to do this on your own, so why don't you race the clock and see what time you can do. On your phone, put a stopwatch on, and then put me on pause, and then see how quickly you can go through this. You might want to take a minute just to prepare and go for it, and then see what you can do. What I'll do is I'm going to go all the way to the end and time myself to show you how it's done, and then pause me, have a go yourself, and then we'll move on to the next slide. All right, watch and learn, everyone. Je le trouve, je m'entends. Oh, I forgot to say the English. All right, let's start again. Attendez-moi. Got overexcited. Et après moi, allez. Je le trouve, I find him. Je le trouve, I find her. Je m'entends bien avec, I get on well with. Je ne m'entends pas avec, I don't get on well with. Je me dispute avec, I argue with. Je me confie à, I tell my secrets to. Je me fâche contre, I get angry with. Je les trouve, I find them. Débrouillard, resourceful, introverti, introverted, extroverti, extroverted, adorable, adorable, plein d'énergie, full of energy, egoist, selfish, casse-pied, arrogant. I know, it means irritating. Voila. Alright, apart from that mistake, I did it in 20 seconds, 20.5 seconds. Alright, Claudio, can you beat that? I don't think so. Put me on pause, have a go with your best effort. Good luck, everyone. On y va. When you restart me, I'll make it tougher. Hello, mes petits. Right, guys, so same thing again. Restart your timer back to naught. This time it's English to French. Put the video on pause and go for it. Hello, mes petits. Right, guys, hopefully you're ready and you know this vocabulary. If you're not so sure about it, there's a lot today. Just rewind the video and listen to it again and practice again. This is the best thing about lockdown. It will really give you some ideas about how you learn and will help you out for your GCSEs. So see if you can answer these 3 questions. If you can, you know the vocab. We're going to put the grammar and the vocab together in our next task. Alors, right guys, le mort-bien. How can you play noughts and crosses on your own? Well, je vais expliquer. C'est possible, hein? I had a very lonely childhood, so I know how it's done. Alors, mes petits, ce qu'il faut faire. You are playing against the clock. So, on your phones, put your stopwatch or whatever, put the countdown on 10 seconds. And then, what I want you to do is choose a square and translate it. If you do it before your alarm goes off, you in the square. If you're too slow and you can't do it in 10 seconds, you need to give the 10 seconds to the clock. So I like being crosses. I'm going to be crosses. I'm going to put my timer on noughts. So you guys can use your vocabulary today to help you, just to just for the first ones. If you don't want to use your vocab to really test what you know, even better, go for it. So I got 10 seconds on my timer. I've started my timer now and I'm going to go for top square. Je m'entends bien avec mon frère. Voilà. Alarm hasn't gone off, so I win the top square and I'm ready to start again. There's my alarm, right? So I was well in time. All right, so then pick another square. I'm gonna go bottom right. Okay, I've started my timer. Je me confie à ma mère. Oh, where's the challenge, guys? Look at that, 2 already. Timer's still not gone off. I'm such a clever man. So this is how it works, guys. 10 seconds. There's 3 activities for this. This is the first one. This is the second one. You'll still have 10 seconds. You can see it getting longer. Alors, mes petits, right guys, excellent effort. What we're going to do is put you to the test to finish off today. You would have done a lot of practice by yourselves today to look at this vocab, so I just want to test you. Now, if we were all together, we play a manhunt and a lotto. That ain't going to be possible without social distancing. Donc, pour finir en petit contrôle. Et voilà, donc maintenant on va jouer qui parle. Voyez, j'ai une grille ici avec les 9%. Et pour chaque %, j'ai je m'entends bien avec et la personne et j'ai un adjectif pour décrire la personne. Par exemple, je m'entends bien avec mon père parce qu'il est plein d'énergie. Je ne m'entends pas avec ma mère, mon demi-frère parce qu'il est pessimiste. Je me fâche contre ma belle-mère parce qu'elle est égoïste. Voilà, donc ce que je vais dire la personne dont il s'entend bien avec, c'est la première boîte. La personne qu'il ne s'entend pas bien avec, c'est la deuxième boîte. Et voilà. Et il se fâche contre quelle personne, c'est la troisième boîte. Donc, je vais vous donner 3 tranches d'informations. Il faut m'écouter et il faut écrire le nom du person, Karim, Perrine, etc. Alors, bon courage. On commence avec person 1 et person 1 dit. Alors, person 1 dit je m'entends bien avec ma belle-mère parce que elle est énergique. Je ne m'entends pas bien avec ma mère parce qu'elle est pleine d'énergie. Je me fâche contre mon frère parce qu'il est pénible. Alors, c'était quelle personne? If you got person one, write them in. If you didn't, just rewind the video and listen again. Alors, personne numéro 2, il ou elle dit « Je m'entends bien avec ma sœur parce qu'elle est adorable. Je ne m'entends pas bien avec ma mère, mais elle est adorable aussi. Je me fâche contre mon demi-frère, qu'il est arrogant. » Alright, if you got person 2, write them in. If you didn't, rewind. Et maintenant, c'est personne numéro 3. Et il ou elle dit « Je m'entends bien avec ma demi-sœur parce qu'elle est débrouillarde. Je ne m'entends pas bien avec mon demi-frère parce que je pense qu'il est arrogant. Finalement, je me fâche souvent contre ma mère parce qu'elle est pénible. » Et voilà, right, rewind me if you didn't get number 3. Maintenant, c'est personne numéro 4. Et il ou elle dit « Je m'entends bien avec mes demi-sœurs parce qu'elles sont dynamiques. Je ne m'entends pas bien avec ma mère parce qu'elle est trop introvertie. Je me fâche tout le temps contre mon demi-frère parce qu'il est fragile. » Alors, that was slightly tougher. And our final one, person 5, écoutez-moi bien, il ou elle dit, I'm going to go quick for this one, je m'entends bien avec mon père parce que je pense qu'il est très adorable. Je ne m'entends pas bien avec mon demi-frère, il est extroverti. Et finalement, je me fâche souvent contre ma belle-mère parce qu'elle est très égoïste. Alors, alright guys, let's go for our answers. You can rewind me if you didn't get any of them. I did mess up person 5, so you can definitely listen to that a few times. You should have had person 1 était Karim, person 2 était Émilie, person 3 était Elodie, person 4 était Thierry, et person 5 était Max. Right guys, give yourself a mark out of 5 then for how well you've done. I can't believe I messed up person 5. Now obviously if we're playing Lotto, would you have chosen these 3 people? I bet they're a popular choice. You might have won our prize there. No prizes today though. Right guys, a really good effort. I'm just going to talk about your homework now. Et voilà, right guys, so for your homework this week, this is one of these daily tests. So it's really hard to keep up with what day you're meant to get homework because I do all these videos in advance, like to do them together, like so you understand what you've already taught. So this is your homework for this week. It'll be a homework per week and we're up to homework 3 is the third thing we're looking at. So you've got daily tests on mon maman tentation say, and I've added more for our and your not nu, votre vu, le. So you've got to learn that off by heart. I then got a few readings for you to look at and more practice on this over here. So 4 sheets for you to work on. This needs to be done before next lesson. We'll start next lesson with a vocab test. Make sure you're ready for it. Right guys, bon effort. Any problems about your French, you can email me. I'm on my emails all day just waiting for something to do. Alors donc, mes petits, been a pleasure guys. Alors à la prochaine fois. Au revoir.